What are we trying to do here? We're trying to get the biggest vampire, currently 11.6. How do we get the biggest vampire? One thing we do is we use blueprints and brainstorms to copy the burglar. That gives us extra hands. Okay, extra hands, we can play extra cards. More cards for our vampire to suck off. Already taken a little bit off the tip here. We've got Midas Mask. When we play our cards, they turn back into gold cards, and so we can reuse them, and then we can keep sucking them off repeatedly. We have Perkeo for points. The blueprints and the brainstorms, they copy Perkeo, giving us more planet cards. Venus cards for our observatory. So the vouchers, we got observatory voucher. We already got the extra joker slot from the antimatter. We already got the extra hand size from the palette. So extra hand size, we've used 2 ectoplasms. This is ectoplasm 1, ectoplasm 2. This is a natural negative golden joker, natural negative shoot the moon, just kind of hanging out. And this blueprint, if you haven't already heard, this is a mod. On Twitch, the username is so stupid. On Discord, it's just stupid, the username. Created this mod so that we can have the blueprint shows you what it's copying. I think it's really well implemented. Also, we've got, for each gifted sub today, I will use 1 of the Venus cards. Stupid gifted 5 subs, so we got to use 5 Venus cards. This is what it looks like. If I have 97 Venus cards, I can expand them, and we can use 1 and 2, 4, and 5. And if you want, we can collapse them back if you want. Manipulating the consumable cards, this is the Saturn mod. There's now a public version of the Saturn mod that people can get. So we've got consumable stacking, that's one option. We have the improved deck viewer, so when we draw our cards, we can see exactly what cards are left in the deck. We have the animation skip, so if the animations start to take a long time, when we have 20 hands or whatever it is, then we can skip those. Also, we can skip the scoring animation for the observatory. All right, shopping wise, we don't have access to that much money. For folks just tuning in, Vampire is 11.6. Yeah, we don't have access to that much money, I guess. Jokers we would be looking for. We basically have the full build right now. We can't use any more ectoplasms because the next one's going to be -3 hand size. We can't really afford. And we don't have any more joker slots. So we could re-roll for random negatives if you want. Normally I like taking magic trick voucher, adding cards to the shop, but we used DNA for a little while in part 2, and that's how we got this nice long deck here. A lot of jacks and kings to suck off. Let's go Arcana packs, I guess. We could re-roll before taking the Arcana packs. I have some of these on the end here. Looking a little naked, I'd like to turn them into more jacks. Okay, we can look for death cards. I think that's what I want, death cards. Bosses, I don't really care about, I think. Do I care about this? I care about this. The serpent? Okay, I just said that. Okay. Can I use the wheel here? I can on these blueprints. Spin the wheel. Nice. Okay. Hungman. Probably not. Maybe I'm supposed to take this magic trick, actually. Maybe if I find jacks, I'd be willing to add them to the deck. Spin the wheel again. Bummer. 10, nope. $50 temperance, don't mind if I didgeridoo. Eris, nope. 118 on the fortune teller. Matador, nope. Oh, we have seed money, so maybe we don't want to spend all the money, I guess. Okay. Yeah, all of our cards are spades, by the way, so that we can play 5 at a time. Let's go ahead and use the Magician, just to use it. Priestess, we could just sell the planet cards. Hey Murphy, thank you for the gifted sub for Dom. I'm going to count that. So we said 1 gifted sub, we used 1 of the Venus cards. Hold on, let me split one off here. Hello Dom, we're cooking. Have you seen my deck? Death card, that's great. So let's make more of these gold seals because the gold seals give us money. Alright, let's go next. So we want to copy Perkeo. Okay, that gives us 5 Venus cards. We can speed things up here. We could go times 16. We copy the burglar. This boss we could reroll. Hearts debuff, that's fine. Go next. Alright, that takes us up to 19 hands. And the order of operations, we want Vampire first and then Midas Mask second. Okay. Ship it. Generally speaking, I think we want to save jacks. As long as we hold 2 jacks in hand, we should be able to have 3 of a kind for the winning hand. Wingcap asks, we gain 0.5 per hand? Yeah, if it's 0.1 per card, it's 0.5 per hand. So you can calculate right now how big it's going to get. Yeah, we have something that can skip the animations if that's something that we want later. Nasty asks, would Golden Ticket work if we had one? It would work, yeah, for sure. If we had one. I don't want to give up a Joker slot. I don't want to give up a Blueprint or a Brainstorm slot. That's why I have the gold seals instead of red seals. I had planned this the whole time. Negative golden ticket. It's happened before. You say that, but it's happened before. That's a potential misplay that I did on this run where we had the ticket and we could have gotten Sock and Buskin and made a lot of money, but I decided I wanted to switch to the Vampire before I was ready to do the Vampire. Like, we were still using DNA to make copies of cards. And so what I should have done was I should have waited until DNA was done, waited until we had the 100 card deck, and then sought out the Vampire, and then we would have had extra money for re-rolling for potentially other kind of negative jokers in the shop. Bandicoot, you've been doing your own Vampire run on one of the seeds that I've done in the past. That sounds fun. Could be. This is it, by the way. This is all that we got going on. So, you know, tell me how you're doing. Tell me how your day's going. If I use these jacks, then I lose if I don't draw a jack, but if I don't draw a jack, then it means I draw 3 kings. So this is fine. Ship it. And then for the 3 of a kind jacks right here, play the gold seals. Cece, you forgot to eat lunch? I also didn't eat lunch. I didn't necessarily forget, I was just busy. Cece, we only have the one. We only have the one poly gold card. It didn't have a red seal, it didn't have a gold seal, and so we ended up not copying it. I don't have enough to share. Maybe if we get more later, we can share. DNA again, we don't need. King, I can probably take a king. It's a face card, it counts. It's getting a little bit longer at the bottom. It's got a bit of a bend here. Alright, pick up the death card. Let's use the death card. Make another jack. Ookie Spooky, you had ice cream today? You said you made bad ice cream decisions? That doesn't sound fun. Was it a bad decision to get ice cream, or did you just pick the wrong ice cream? I will use strength on the queens so that I can try to get just kings and queens. I don't think I need a hung man here. Let's skip. And I don't think I need this magician. I want to make sure that Perkeo copies the planet cards. Let's go next. Burglar. And then that's it. Play a bunch of jacks. What you did with the ice cream may have been a mistake. You know, Ookie Spooky, you don't have to out yourself like that. I know we say this is a safe space, but also you don't have to volunteer necessarily. Hey Zeno, welcome. This game is called Balatro. It just came out on mobile. This is the non-mobile version. This is the old man version. My condolences to folks who don't have a big phone. I'll admit I haven't played the mobile version myself. I haven't tried it yet, but it doesn't look that much different from the base game already, which tells me that maybe the buttons don't look super accessible to me. Maybe grabbing cards is a little bit difficult. Looks like it would be difficult on a small screen, if you got a small screen. But I'll admit I haven't tried it myself. Nasty, you said it's pretty difficult to grab cards. That's a bummer to hear. They sized up some of the buttons a fair bit. Okay, that's cool. That makes sense. Definitely, like, this type of thing can work because I've played Magic Arena, which is a card game, and sometimes you end up with 20 cards in your hand and the interface is fine, which is kind of impressive to me. Alright, I need to draw any one jack. One, two, three. 3 of a kind, ship it. Fixed Leader says it's a little bit awkward when you sell a Joker on accident. You accidentally drag it into the bone zone. Amir wants us to get a negative ticket. I would take a negative ticket if you got one. Wingcap says they adjusted the sell area. Yeah, maybe something that people don't all know is if you sell something on accident, you can go to the menu, you can exit and come back. I mean, that's how it works in the base game, the PC version, console version. Maybe that also works on mobile. Maybe that's an exploit and they don't allow that on mobile. I don't know. We got holographic blueprint. We got polychrome blueprint. Fool, I'd like to find a death card. I could consider with the hung man here, I could consider trimming a bit off the tip here. Maybe remove some twos, maybe next time. Just give me a death card. I could add a queen as a face card. I think I just want to go kings and jacks. These 9 queens I'd like to turn into kings. Dr. Seuss asked about the blueprints showing per KO. This is a mod that Stupid created. Alright, I'm gonna make spades here. I'm going to skip. And this fool, yeah, this we can, I guess we can hold on to it. Go next. Got the burglar. Do I have any hearts? I don't. I got rid of it. Cool. So, ship it. That's it. Wingcap, you haven't encountered a bug yourself yet? That's because you're not an entomologist. I could use the world here on the king. I'm going to save the fool for a death card. Titular, you really enjoyed the golden needle run that we did? We did the no discards golden needle because we restarted until we got a holographic stuntman. I had to really pull out the big guns for that one. Yeah, that was definitely one of those just like we drew it up type runs, right? Bandicoot, you were traumatized by the knife challenge? We didn't do anything weird in the knife challenge, not anything different from what we normally do. I think the thing people don't fully appreciate is like, that's the correct way to use the knife. It's not wrong. If it works, it works. It can't be wrong. I get it if it makes you uncomfortable. Not every Joker is for everybody. And that's okay. Dr. Seuss, you can check it out on YouTube. You already know. It's Balatro University on YouTube. Lately I've been doing the gold stake challenges. We got a mod that allows you to do the challenges on gold stakes. And so we did the dagger on the painted deck because you get extra hand size. Okay, if I play these jacks, I have 10 cards in the deck. So what are the what's the conditions under which I lose? If I don't draw any jacks, then I draw either 3 kings or 3 queens. So this is fine. Ship it. I need maybe like 2 hungmen probably. Alright, ship it. Teeler says all mythologists do number surgery. No, if you're only topologists do surgery. Other mythologists don't, as far as I'm aware. I guess we could go back in time. -1 discard, not a problem. The plant. Oh no. We Sockin' buskin', bummer. Emperor, yeah, maybe. Okay, maybe. I really want death though. There we go. Now I'm gonna open this and it's gonna be all face cards. T-Alert said something Weierstrass function. How dare you? Get out of here, you filthy methologist. This is a safe space for all recovering math magicians, alright? We should be respectful to folks who don't have a healthy relationship with mathematics. I think I'm gonna hang him. Let's go next. Get out of here. No repeat hand types. Get out of here. High card sets money to 0. Alright. That's fine. That's fair. You got me. Bandicoot, you're a recovering math magician. My condolences. Well, I guess better to be on the other side. Alright. Ace and 8, we can hang him. Easy. Done. Get out of here. I don't want to see you ever again. Bandicoot, you're only good at guesstimates? Hey, that's important too. Not everybody's good at guesstimates. Mental math stuff, if you believe it, my brother is way faster than me. At least twice as fast as me at mental math. Like if you just want to multiply some big numbers, he could bust it out real quick. I think my brother's better than me at most things, actually. Bandicoot asks, is he also a doctor? Not the last time I checked. And normally the thing that I say is I haven't talked to him in a while, but actually I did a week ago. He's trying to help me figure out, I'm trying to get a better graphics card for my computer, since the one I have is like 10 years old. Not that I need a new graphics card, it just could be kind of nice maybe. Fixed Leader asks, is he better at Balatro? You know, there's a chance. It's possible. He doesn't watch all my stuff, but he watches some of my stuff just when he's like chilling, you know? And then, so he knows basically the whole game without ever playing the game. Okay, what's the fail case here? The fail case, we draw 5 cards. The 3 jacks are in the bottom, and if the 3 jacks are in the bottom, we draw 3 kings. So we can go ahead and ship it. Expel Sword says pi is basically 3. You know the like 22/7 estimate for pi is close enough for most things. I guess I'll take a standard pack here. Another 2? Nah. Only face cards. Actually, only jacks. Oh no, now we got one over here. Alright. Priestess. Username error, you memorized 35 digits of pi. That's a lot of digits of pi. I can tell you the first 4. No, 5. I got 5 digits. Alright, anyone can beat me? 5 digits? Other than, of course, username error, who's gone out of their way to memorize them. Hey, look, we got a golden ticket. Bummer. Ookie Spooky can go up to 10. Dang, you got me. Alright, there's no hope for me. I can't spin the wheel. Joss, welcome. Let's hold on to this fool in case we get a death card. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, now I'm going to use it so that I can use the Emperor. Alright, we get another one. Okay. We can use Strength on a Queen to make a King. That's a step in the right direction. Now we've got 8 queens left. Okay. One. Let's play all of the kings. Drizzle, do you know every Pokemon? Do you have them all memorized? I'll tell you, Pokemon, that's a game that I'm really bad at. There's just so much to keep track of. All the different types, this type versus that type or whatever. CC, you only know 1 Pokemon? Maybe 2? Snorlax is my favorite, if you were wondering. Anyway, my answer to like most RPG games, sorry, RPGs, role-playing games, or Pokemon, which is similar. Anyway, my answer is usually just level up, over level, just grind. If you're like 1000% over leveled, then you don't have to worry about strategy. That's how I play all the Final Fantasy games. Zeno, you're kind of similar. You do the same thing. Bandicoot says that works, but it's not ideal. What do you mean not ideal? Not ideal concerning who? Username error, you like the contrast between this and the Madness run? Yeah, this one's pretty chill, right? We got a ton of jacks. Ship it. 1, 2, 3. Dolphin Lord says you don't need strategy if you have infinite money. Yeah, that's another move. I'm big time into exploiting glitches and stuff like that. So like infinite money, infinite item glitches in like Oblivion and Skyrim and stuff like that. There was a bug in Oblivion that allowed you to permanently equip your items. And so it's like, okay, well, equip this suit of armor and get all the benefits of this suit of armor. But then, even though you get the benefits, it still counts as you not having armor equipped. And so you can equip a different piece of armor and you can stack them all. Drizzle knows. Getting 100% chameleon in Oblivion, so you're invisible and people can't detect you, even if you attack him. Sorry, Tefro asks, could you do that with multiple pieces of armor? Yeah, you wouldn't get the armor benefits necessarily, but you would get whatever kind of enchantments. Do I want strength or hungman? Let's use both of these probably. Queens I could turn into kings. I'm not going to use the hungman here. Queens, nope. Okay. In ace, I could hang it. I can use the fool for another one. I could hold on to the fool for a death card. World, maybe. Go next. Can't play high card. Okay. I have a king here. Let's play the jacks first. Maybe I want to keep this 5. So let's go world. Tech is too young for Oblivion, but played Skyrim. Understandable. Between the two games, I enjoyed Oblivion more. I think Oblivion was better written, maybe. Even though graphically it's not as impressive as Skyrim, obviously. More interesting quests, perhaps. Bishop Corrigan asks, you could do an infinite ladder with floating paintbrushes. Yeah, Oblivion, that was the game. That was the one. Sorry, Bulkit asks, do I have any plans to dual stream to YouTube? I don't have any current plans to do that, but I wouldn't say it's impossible. But I'm not currently planning on working on that. Zeno, you want to see me make my own game store? Trading card game store? I did see that you were doing that, and it seems like fun. I saw Mouth was doing it too. I saw you were streaming for a long time this weekend, Zayno. Yeah, you're addicted. Ah, I see. You need your other streamer friends to stream it so that when you can't play, you can still watch people play. We got plenty of jacks in the deck. Okay, 4 jacks. That should be good. 3 gold seals. Ship it. Wow, so peaceful. Just making all this money. Low effort, making the money. Crystal ball. Crystal ball is secretly insane. Crystal ball is my favorite. If you ask me out of all these vouchers which one's my favorite, it's the crystal ball. Not even close. Boy K says crystal ball is underappreciated. I mean, I appreciate it. For some people, it's just a skill issue, and that's okay. When you're new to the game, when you have less than 200 hours, if you don't appreciate the crystal ball, that's fine. All right, what are we looking at here? We've got temperance. We can make more spades. We can make more kings. We can hold on to the hung man and take 50 bucks. What is the vampire at right now? Times 60. Titular, I'm glad you asked because it's been a while since we checked. All right, let's keep sucking. 126 Venus cards. Boss says first hand face down. Do I care about that? Probably not. Probably not. Vampire kind of sucks. Yeah, kinda. Six. Alright, so let's load up a bunch of jacks. We can suck off 5 jacks at the same time. We can remove the low ranking cards. Alright. The tip is getting shorter here. Yeah, helium. The vampires sucked off every card more than once. And that's just since we've been streaming. Concrete ass, are we jorking it? The deck definitely has a lot of jorkers in it. We got 51 jorkers. We're down to only 5 queens. Joss asks, what's the world record on the vampire? Like, what are we competing against? I don't know off the top of my head. If this isn't it, then I'd be really surprised if this isn't just it. We also just got started. This is a blueprint. A polychrome blueprint currently copying the burglar. This is a holographic blueprint. Wingcap, you're working overtime to fight off the auto mod. We do have a little fun here on this channel. Alright, if I do this, there's 7 cards in the deck, so there's no combination of cards where we don't get 3 of a kind. Huge. One, two, three. We're gonna be here all night. It's only E13. Do you want to take the hung man for the 2s? Yeah, maybe. We can always add more face cards later. Hey, look, it's Chip. Is a showman. Take a jack here. Fool for 50 bucks. Or we get a death card. Let's use the fool. Take the money. I like money. I just like seeing the cards go by. I like daydreaming about the possibilities. There's the death card. Okay, since we have death and the hung man, we should probably stop and just go next. Copy the burglar. Okay. Ship it. With all the cards being shiny now, there's no chance of ectoplasm. Yeah, but we currently have hand size 7. Next ectoplasm is -3 hand size. It wouldn't be worth it. It wouldn't be efficient for us to do that. Okay, 6 and 5, we can hang them. If we do, I won't be able to play 5 cards. Maybe that's fine. Maybe this one time it's fine, I'll allow it. Play 4 of a kind. I'm gonna keep the gold seal so I can use death. Wingcap says we need 2 more jacks. We do, yeah. I'm doing the best I can. I only get 1 death card per round. I would take a cryptid. Okay, this too has a gold seal, so I will allow it to continue existing. How gracious of me. I can play a full house here. Expel Sword asks, is there anything we could get besides like Negative Showman? I don't know if Negative Showman would actually do anything, because even if we did have Negative Showman, we don't have any jokers to replace. Negative ticket would be the one. Negative golden ticket, we could get money. Okay, I got 3 jacks, I got 3 kings. Expel Sword says, okay, but then money for what? What do you mean money for what? Just to have it. Just to have it. And then do the re-rolling. Negative invisible would work? Yeah, negative invisible could work. We've done that one at least 2 times. Somehow. Pick up another jack. Alright. 5 queens in the deck. We can pick up a strength card. There's an invisible joker that we can't buy. Strength or Emperor? I think Emperor. Because I really want a Fool now. Maybe a World card to make spades. Do we have the Tarot Tycoon? I want the Tarot Tycoon. I want the tarot cards in the shop. I'm tired of seeing jokers. Alright. Fool. Copying World. Sure. Yeah. Go next. First hand's face down. Bummer. Ship it. Okay. Perfect opportunity. We can go death 1. Death 2. Tech says we're so broke. We don't have as much money as we've had at other times. No need to be disparaging about it, alright? We're doing fine. Financially, we were fine. We have enough money for our purposes. Our purposes are limited. You know, people were blowing up in the comments, the YouTube comments about, oh, copy the Midas Mask with the Brainstorm, and then that way you could go get gold and then use the Vampire and still get gold again. It's incompatible. Blueprint compatible with Brainstorm, Brainstorm's incompatible with Midas Mask. Let's keep the king. I'd like to use the world 2 at a time if I can. Yeah, that's the thing, Expel Sword. Like, why would it be compatible? If it was compatible, what would you expect it to do? Blueprint on Midas Mask. If you want it to be compatible, tell me what it would do. Alright, we can go 2 here. We can go play these spades. Sham Hamwich says, make it even more golder. You know what I would like? What if it turned it into poly gold? Like level 1 makes it gold, and then you go blueprint on Midas Mask, now it's poly gold. That'd be pretty sick, actually. Esther Gould asks, what would 3 masks do? It would create negative gold. Everyone's always asking me, hey, what do you think? What about if negative cards exist? Yeah, alright. How about negative gold cards? Concrete says, what about adding a gold seal? More ways to get gold seals? I would be very excited about that. We just got one drop on the end here. Everything else is gold. Which means I only need one more death card. Fool for temperance? Sure. Mime? Bummer. Alright, we got death. Let's go in. We have ectoplasm? Bummer. Lost ATL asks, why are we stacking Venus? Because Eris didn't show up in Ante 2. There wasn't an Eris card in Ante 2, so we copied Venus instead. Better to have 136 Venus cards rather than 110 Eris cards. We've got 20 more Venus cards than we would have Eris cards. If that's the thing that you care about. Alright, do we care about the Hung Man? Probably not. I kind of want a strength card. Fool? Maybe. Maybe if I have Fool plus Death already, we should stop re-rolling. But we could go one more. Beans. We got an extra Death card. My spades are debuffed? Get out of here. -1 hand size. That's probably fine. Play only 1 hand type. Play 5 cards. All diamonds. Alright, we did it. CZ, what do you mean we could go 5 more? I'm not made of money. Mizo, we're not poor. We're just being fiscally conservative this time. There's a very subtle but important difference. Kitty says we're straight up vagabonding right now. I mean, how do you think I ended up in this position? Sucking off all these jacks. Hey Stan, thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you for the 5 months. Teeler asks, am I trying to take credit for the vampire's hard work? Actually, the vampire's the one doing the sucking? Yeah, but I'm the one doing the arrangements. You know, I'm doing a lot of legwork. Getting him in contact with all these jacks all the time. I gotta do a lot of management, alright? Alright, I can go one more death here. Nice. Okay, I got the king. I want to try to get the other king. Hello, Jamie. Welcome back. Thanks for the well wishes. One, two, three. Ship it. We got a lot of hands. Wingcap says we can copy the vampire next time. I don't know. Last time I did that, I got mega punished. Vampires at times 95. The one time I copied the vampire, we got mega punished. I'm a little bit scared, to be honest. Alright, I think I got 101 cards. I think I don't add any more cards to the deck. For the final hand, alright, we'll do it. Alright. I have 3 more queens to use strength on. Give me strength, okay. We got the wetness. Honestly sick. Let's take a fool, but hold on to it. Alright, give me a negative business card. That'd be sick. Alright, go next. Even rocket? You want a negative rocket? Negative rocket's cool. Alright, let's hold on to the queen. So we could do 2 queens at the same time. Yeah, what do you mean S tier ghoul? Would you rather hold on to 2 queens at the same time or hold on to 2 jacks at the same time? Why not both? Alright, congratulations on your transition. Now kings. That's the last queen. Testicles? That's brilliant. We can play 4 of a kind now. We can close our eyes and just ship it. Because we got the wetness. Alright, you want to see? Times 100 on the vampire. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's do this. 148 Venus cards. Alright, ship it. This gives me time to drink my coffee. Okay, E74 might be in danger soon. Alright, I've got one more queen in the deck. Looking for, if we got a negative showman, we would be able to get Venus cards from Celestial packs. That's kind of fun. One more strength. Ah! I fixed it. Oop. There we go. Death card is okay. Oh, so wet. Bandicoot, it's so satisfying being able to play 4 of a kind. Bandicoot said a naughty word, I'm telling. Congratulations on your transition. That's the last queen. Only kings and knaves now. Oh, you know what we could do? I figured it out. Wait till we get to the end. Wait till we get to the end. I got it. One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four. We get an extra card. We could suck off the king at the same time as the jacks. Huge. Y'all were memeing on the wet Joker, but actually useful. Alright, let's make more of these money generators. Illusion, interesting. Is there anything that we can get from that? Okay, do I want to turn more jacks into kings? Probably, because they have the gold seals. That's still like a side hustle of mine, I guess. Alright, forces a card to be selected. Ha. Nice try, guy. Wait, Bandicoot says if we have a queen, we can use a queen for the last hand? Wait, what do you mean? It would be a flush if we used a queen. Keep a queen of clubs. That is an idea, which I don't hate. Okay. 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 Wait a second. Now that we got the wetness, it doesn't matter what suits our cards are. We can add anything to the deck. Wingcap says we get the wetness right after we already perfected our deck. After we turned everything into spades. The last card into spades. Here's the thing. S-tier ghoul and all the haters out there. Splash is the best $3 joker. Alright? That's what you gotta realize. Of all the $3 jokers, it's the best one. If you like the Giga Chad, if you like the Photo Chad, try doing the Wet Chad. Alright? Trust me. Drizzle's intrigued. Drizzle's interested. Wet Chad with the flower pot. Oh! Get the wetness on the flower pot? That's insane. We could get a shiny 8 and turn it into a queen. Six? No. Alright, just give me a queen. I can use strength to make a queen. Alright, we could do it the hard way. How about a queen of hearts? That sounds cute. So here we can go hearts. We can go queen. We can go... I think let's make clubs as well. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Let's make 2 of them just in case. Alright. Ship it. Combat Muffin asks is there a reason why we're using 3 of a kind specifically as our winning hand? That's just how it worked out. With the observatory, you want to try to get as many planet cards as you can. And so we started the run with Perkeo in Ante 1, and we got Observatory in Ante 3, and so already we want to have as many planet cards as possible, so you just take the first one. We had a choice between either taking Venus or going in on Uranus, and I decided 3 of a kind was going to be easier for us to do than 2 pair. Though currently the deck we have right now supports us playing 2 pair if we want. For folks who are interested and haven't already seen it, the videos are on Balatro University YouTube, and so you can see all of the setup, how we got to this point. I think maybe the first 8 antes are more interesting than what's going on right now. In my personal, that's just my opinion. Cece says, with the wet Chad, you can add random glass cards to your 4 of a kind. You can. And then if they break, you don't feel bad because you're playing 4 of a kind. Alright, I guess I only need 1 of these queens. Oh no! Oops. Oops, 3 of a kind. No. Oh, we got a Venus card. Oh no. Well, we did get to suck off the queen a little bit, I guess. The deck is the same shape that we started with. Okay. Drizzle asked, what shape would I call this? I would call this Sleepy L. Yeah. I would call this Tetris shape. Alright. Hold on to the Fool. Alright. Forced to be selected. Okay. Bandicoot, triangles are pretty strong shape. If you're in the market for a strong shape. Lost ATL, we're talking about our deck shape. It's kind of L shaped. Teetler asks, what kind of decks can go Nan-Inf? Any X-Molt Joker can technically go Nan-Inf if you have enough copies of it. If you use Ectoplasms and Onks. If you have eternal copies. We did it with Stencil. We got Nan-Inf with the Stencil. I think we had like 100 stencils or whatever. Okay, so we got the queen here. Okay, be careful. Play the 2 pair. Hey, Limbs of Kings. I'm glad you've been enjoying the content. I've been enjoying making the content. I've been enjoying just coming here and hanging out with you folks. It's chill for you, it's chill for me too. Three jacks and a queen. Unfortunately, we don't have a king. That's a bummer. Oh well. Ship it. Vager asks, would we want a mod that groups similar cards in your deck? So if you have cards that are all the same suit or rank or seal or enhancement or whatever, to group them together? I think that would be useful. I think if you gave me something like that, I would probably use it. Not all the time, but under maybe like this kind of circumstance is a special situation. I think it could be useful. Hey, we can make some gold seal kings finally. Maybe I should make more queens than the current amount of queens. You want a negative idle? Yeah, idle would give us points and would allow us to survive for longer. That would be legit. I go next. Boss says we lose money. Should I spend money to not lose money? Username error says reroll. I mean, it's only $100, right? Spade cards are debuffed. -1 hand size. Maybe the hand size is fine at this point. All right, vampire is 104. All right, let's keep cooking. Babylon says idle would only represent maybe E1 at most. Yeah, I guess maybe the vampire is big enough that if I just copy the vampire with the blueprints, that's already good enough. Probably. Anders and other folks just tuning in. The goal right now is to get the most X-Molt on the vampire. Currently we've got 144 on the vampire. If you've seen more than that before, let me know. But this is the most I've ever gotten. Alright, I'm going to throw away one of the queens. Tech asks, is 1,000 times possible? I think it is technically possible with a set seed. And I think someone's actually done it already. On a set seed. But this is a random seed. Javi asks, is the vampire a vacuum? You know, Kitty made some really adorable fan art related to this. We did it. It only took us 4 rounds, but we did it. We got the hand. We got the Giga 3 of a kind. Dolphin Lord says there's one YouTube channel where someone got a bunch of set seed records using the same seed, using the double negative legendary seed. Yeah, I'm aware. Go next. Alright, I want to make more gold jacks. Actually, you know what? I have a gold king in the deck. Let's get the gold king. Deck asks, is it Vare? No, it's Dr. Dream. Vare did a couple set seed records, but not to the extent that Dr. Dream did. Dr. Dream went much harder. Dr. Dream got like multiple millions of dollars and got like over 1,000 jokers or something like that. Yeah, multiple millions of dollars. No joke. I do have a gold king, right? I got one here and I got, that's it, just the one? What's the spelling on the YouTube account? Yeah, Demonic Giraffe got it in the chat. Dr. Dream. Oh. Alright, let's turn one of these jacks into a king. Play the 4 of a kind. I want to make sure that I have a king in the final hand. Okay. 3 jacks, a king, and a queen. Ship it. I think, I don't know how many videos he has now, and I don't know if you've seen him before, but I really do like Vair's videos, V-E-I-R. I think they're very well edited. Alright, I can use death right now and make another gold seal. Then I can use the fool to make another gold seal. Alright, boss says -1 hand size. That's bearable, I guess. Uh, 162 on the vampire, by the way, for folks wanting to keep track. Cece, you've caught on. You've noticed I have a preference for the gold seals instead of the poly gold card. Hey Sleepy G, welcome. Sleepy G. Every time I say Sleepy G, my brother who watches the stream sometimes thinks it's funny because Sleepy is supposed to be G11. It's a reference to, is it Girls Frontline or something like that? Is that correct? I could play the queen. I probably should play the queen. There exists a hand where we draw a queen, 2 jacks, and 2 kings, and then we lose. So let's play the 4 of a kind. Perfect. Ship it. Hydro Burrito got a mega plate up automation run, Lomkey says. Yeah, I was doing some plate up automation stuff this weekend, I guess, a little bit. I was having trouble figuring stuff out and I didn't really have anyone in the chat who played plate up. But I think I got it figured out. Maybe if we have time later, I can show you guys. Or maybe you'll see it on Friday when we do plate up with Malfazano and Dom. Shiny parking. Whoa, it's a faceless Jonkler. He's got no face. Alright, boss is playing only 1 hand type. Decreased level of played hand? That's fine. Okay. Anders says we get the temperance value from the negatives. We don't have the discount vouchers yet. So actually, currently we already have 50 bucks, obviously. We have enough jokers or whatever, but once we get the discount, maybe. Dang, Kadrico. The boss is gonna de-level our flush houses. We're gonna have level 1 flush houses after this. Wouldn't that be fun if you could go negative levels? If you go to like level -6? If you played too many of them? Wouldn't that be fun? CC, you miss having level 0 hands? Honestly, I didn't hate it. Yeah. I didn't hate it. It was funny. Level 0 high card. Too often run killing for you? I mean, the current version is still kind of stinky and still kind of run killing for a lot of folks. Still. E90, yay! What's under here? Give me a polychrome red seal. Then we'll really cook. Tech asks, what would a negative level do? Yeah, you'd have 0 chips and 0 malt as your base hand. It would be challenging and hilarious. I should do this to save time, instead of copying the vampire. Hyperpower, welcome back. Yeah, Hyperpower, our deck has a similar shape to before. We did make some modifications. There were some non-gold cards on the tip that we had to trim off a little bit. We got some queens hanging out underneath. It's just a sleepy horizontal L. Hey, y'all know Dwayne Johnson? Movie star Dwayne Johnson plays the same character in every movie, always somehow ends up in the jungle. The thing that I was going to say is that he introduced me to the term horizontal hula. And then now that lives rent-free. Alright, if I have 2 queens, it's fine. What's in my deck? Okay. Anyway, what I was also gonna say, I think it's hilarious my mom doesn't know him as The Rock. She only knows him as Dwayne Johnson. She'll say like, oh, have you seen the latest Dwayne Johnson movie? I'm like, Dwayne Johnson, who the heck is that? Oh no, we can't take invisible. Bummer. Poly red card. Nope. Okay. It's sad that most of the time we get to see all this exciting stuff in the shop that we don't get to take. I guess it makes the decisions easier. Vampires at 187 for folks who are wondering. Cece, I'm surprised that didn't get auto-modded. Talking about Dwayne Johnson. VIPs are immune, maybe? Safe. Kitty says, might be time to go to bed. It's not a bad time to go to bed. There's not, you know, something... It's just the same stuff that we've been doing for the past 2 hours. Nothing real. The spiciest thing to happen in the last 2 hours, Murphy, we got the wetness. Murphy, if you haven't already seen it, we got one of these. We got the vampires on 194. Oh no, oh no. I was trying to show off my vampire. Anyway, Splash allows us to do this. I can play 2 pair, and then we get the extra card. We've got 3 kings. Wait. 3 kings plus a jack plus a queen. Copy the vampire. Hey Murphy, have you seen the blueprints? They copy the vampire. I guess it's kind of hard to see there. Maybe. Ship it. Good night, kitty. Hey, we could do a little more re-rolling. Murphy, that's a pet Joker of mine. The Splash Joker. I'm really a big fan. I like seeing other people get excited about it. Oh, you're talking about the blueprint tech? Yeah. Copying the percolator right now? Yeah, that's cool too, I guess. Okay. Fine. Let's see here. Strength now. We had like a gold stake run one time where we were gonna lose to the Violet Vessel, And then in the last ante, we picked up Splash, and we made like a red seal glass card and a polychrome card, and we were to splash it into our pair. It was insane. Play 5 cards. You know, we can actually do that. My kings have been dishonored. 200 Venus. 198 on Dr. Acula. Alright, we'll dress them up a little, the jacks. Limbs of Kings, you haven't seen the Balatro daily video today yet? Yeah, so lately we've been doing 2 flavors. We've been doing the regular gold stake runs on different decks, trying to get the rotating win streak on all 15 decks. And then in the evening time for me, I've been doing the gold stake challenges. Murphy, we got a mod that allows you to do gold stakes on the challenges. So we've been doing like gold stake, golden needle, gold stake omelet. That's been a lot of fun. I think the normie gold stake run from today, we had Baron and Bean. Murphy, we did the gold needle without discarding on gold stake. Yeah, Limbs of Kings. The Balatro Everyday series is like really good for bedtime because if you watch it, you watch it. If you fall asleep, you don't really miss out either. If you skip one, you don't really miss out either. It's fine. The gold stake challenge videos, there's like something interesting gonna happen, and so you gotta actually watch for what is the interesting thing. Whereas like if it's just a casual gold stake run, then you can tune in and out. It's pretty low stakes. And so it's been pretty chill for me recording them too. You know, someone might use the word low effort, and I would agree. Low effort doesn't necessarily mean low quality. Just some videos are easier for me to record than others. Some are more challenging, some take more tries than others. Study material is study material, yeah. Sorry, 209, what's 209? Oh, on the vampire? I guess, yeah. 208. I can't keep track of it anymore. Concrete says YouTube Premium blocks the ads. It does, but also YouTube Premium you gotta pay for, and it's not cheap necessarily. So yeah, my condolences to people who can't put up with the ads, can't watch the YouTube videos. YouTube is pretty aggressive with the ad placements. Okay, so 7 cards, 2 queens. That's fine. Ship it. One, two, three, queen and king. Ship it. 215 on the vampire. Nice. E98. Okay. I don't know how far that gets us, but you know, we'll find out. Okay, I've got death. I guess these are not really the cards that I want to use death on, so I'm just gonna skip. Keep seeing the golden ticket. Let's see here. The probability of getting negative is only 1/3 of 1%, and so if we just keep re-rolling until we see 300 tickets, eventually we'll get a negative one, right? Ben Joyce says law of large numbers. Yeah. Law of large numbers is great. This boss is scary. It can be, but we got the wetness. We could do the 5-card 3 of a kind. This was the real break in the case of the last 2 hours. Negative splash looks really pretty. It does. Yeah. I really love all of the blue jokers as negatives. Except for literal blue joker. But like, splash as a negative is cool. Castle as a negative is cool. Demonic Giraffe, you have mixed feelings about YouTube? I also have mixed feelings about YouTube, but I can't argue with the fact that they're paying the bills right now, so I guess I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Okay, play the 2 pair. Copy the vampire. 224 on the vampire. 3 kings, a jack, and a queen. I guess we lose if we draw all kings, so good thing we didn't. Alright, ship it. Actually, wait, the psychic is kind of scary. Wait a second. Clearance sale, I guess. Number 1 out of 300 golden tickets. Okay. All right, team, write that down, write that down. We could get negative sock and buskin too. See, if you expand your range, you're like, okay, instead of just this one specific negative, but I want maybe one of these 5 different negatives, then you're more likely to get at least one of those. Negative seltzer would be okay. It wouldn't last very long, but it would be okay. Alright, let's go next. Boss says clubs are debuffed. That's okay. Technically. Oh yeah, folks are wondering about the discount voucher. Yeah, it reduces the sell price of your jokers, and it also rounds down. And so it makes temperance really bad. Currently temperance gives us 50 bucks. Cece, you notice that I have a few more polychrome cards? You can see them, they stand out. I got a few jewels on my deck. Towards the end of the L. Got some more crunchy cards in the deck. Cece, we might almost have enough to share soon, if you're still feeling crunchy. Wait, what's RCE? Are jacks royalty? I don't generally consider them. No. Cece, you got a free cheesy gordita crunch. You got a $0 cheesy gordita crunch. Damn. Alright, 3 of a kind. Ship it? Ah, real civil engineer. I see. No. Triangle is the strongest shape. Everyone knows that. Triangle is the strongest shape. Drizzle says free food always tastes better. At one point when I was living in my hometown, Sacramento, California, I was living with someone who was going to the same school as me, and he brought home like a cherry pie one time. It was leftover from some event that he went to. He just got a leftover cherry pie, a whole unbroken cherry pie. And he was like, hey, I bet you won't eat this whole thing. And there wasn't even any money on the line. He just said like, hey, I bet you won't do it. And then I just did it. I just ate the whole thing in like 20 minutes or less or whatever. It was horrible. Like the pie wasn't bad. It's just that I hate cherry pie specifically. That's just a personal thing. I felt very unwell, but I did it. And that was the end of the conversation. I got the bragging rights. That was it. Oh, I got a related story. I got a fun story. Okay, so So imagine you eat a whole cherry pie to yourself, right? And it's your least favorite kind of pie. You don't even like cherries that much, right? Okay, compare this to the most difficult thing I've ever eaten. The most difficulty I've had eating something was a Sonic burger. And I don't think that all Sonic burgers are bad, but there was this one particular burger. It was called the garlic butter burger. Garlic butter bacon burger. That was so wet. It's like wrapped in foil and it was dripping out of the foil. I got it all over me. Was it good though? Nah. Nah, it wasn't for me. She says you gotta dip your burgers in water so they aren't dry. Who's serving you a dry burger? Cece, are you okay? Do we need an intervention? Are you being mistreated, Cece? People serving you dry burgers? Okay, ship it with the 2 pair. 243 on the vampire. 243, that's a power of 3. If you didn't know, now you know. We can play these 3 jacks and a queen. I think I do take the voucher. Polychrome jack. We already got a polychrome jack. Polychrome red card. Gorgeous. Sad. What was the boss? I forgot. Oh yeah, debuff clubs. Alright. Haven't seen a death card in a while for this fool. Tanuki Yuki says negative golden ticket. That would be the stuff. Yeah, but I guess negative sock and buskin would do the same thing, wouldn't it? Close to the same thing. Not exactly. We do have the Red Seal Kings. Maybe I should start making more Red Seal Kings preemptively. Maybe start putting that out into the universe. Why not both? Yeah, we'll just get both negatives. That's what happened last time. We got the negative ticket first, and then from the money from the negative ticket, we got the negative sock and buskin. Sock and buskin can re-trigger our gold seals. That's why we made gold seals, so we wouldn't need a ticket. The doc, he's always planning ahead. That's why he's the doc. That's why never punished. Bandicoot, you haven't had enough coffee yet? It's not too late. One, two, three, four, five. Ship it. E106. I don't know how far we get E106. If we go to the collection here, according to our tarot cards, Temperance is still 50 bucks. Nice. We've got fun news, team. My lovely partner, she bought some cold brew concentrate. So I've been adding cold brew concentrate to my Keurig coffee. And so I can get more coffee per coffee. Whoa! Hey, it's Michelle. It's here. Dang. If only we had thought ahead, if only we had planned ahead and made extra polychrome cards so that the polychrome cards would show up in the Arcana pack. Dang, if only we had just enough polychrome cards. Yum. That would have been what we call a pro gamer move. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Serpent, why you keep giving me the serpent? First hand face down, that's fine. Alright. We're still limited to only one death card per ante. Or sorry, one death card per round. Limbs of Kings asks, what does the red seal actually ask? First of all, rude. But also, it's polychrome. Red seal polychrome, you play the 3 of a kind, you get more points, right? If we get more points, we get to survive for longer. And we get to suck off more jacks. Well, actually, it's the same jacks getting sucked off repeatedly. Look at how happy they are to be here. Yeah, Drizzle, they get to cool down. They get to take time off. It's only once per round. The vampire is the one that's really got the stamina. The vampire, that's a Grant O'Brien, if you know who a Grant O'Brien is. Cece knows, alright. Drizzle knows, I see. Yeah. Women of culture, I see. Possess Hood, do you want to know who Grant O'Brien is? I don't know, you could Google it. You got time. There's nothing going on here, so just pull up YouTube on your phone, maybe. Ookie Spooky, welcome back. Hey Ookie Spooky, this is new. We got one of these. We put the red seal on the jack. He's all dressed up and ready to party. Looks especially tasty. Yeah. Wait, that means I don't need to open standard packs anymore? Username error asks, what's the mod that changes the Joker names? For example, we got the Percolator here, we got the Wet Joker. It's our own special homebrew. It's the Balatro University mod. It changes the Joker names and some of the Joker artwork too. If you want access to it, !Discord. Yeah, let's go next. Okay. Vess asks, is this pre-nerf? What do you mean pre-nerf? This is the live version of the game. This is the same game that you've been playing, presumably. We got 265 on the vampire. Zeno asks, Team Jacob or Team Edward? Team Jacob, but Team Robert Pattinson. Is that valid? Is that allowed? Wait, Adrizzle says Jacob falls in love with a baby and like imprints on them, and that's kind of weird. Yeah, I haven't gotten to that. I haven't watched that far in the series. Yeah, maybe. Does anyone know the Twilight movies? Is it worth watching beyond the second one? Maybe I'll put it on my to-do list. Adrizzle says maybe not. Ah, bummer. Alright, 1, 2, checks out. Wait, maybe we keep a king? Mike asks, have I ever seen Blazing Saddles? I have not, no. I would say most of the movies I watch are like sci-fi movies. I watch a lot of time travel movies when it's just me, if I'm picking what I want to watch or whatever. I watch a lot of superhero movies. I've basically seen all of the Marvel movies and TV shows and stuff like that. Have I watched Doctor Who? I've watched a lot of Doctor Who, but I haven't watched all of it. I haven't watched like the latest 3 seasons or whatever. I watched all the way through to the end of Capaldi, which I thought was pretty incredible. Have I seen Donnie Darko? I have, a long time ago. I don't really remember all the details. It's been so long. Drizzle, you watch the Sonic movies? Wait, like the first, like 1 and 2, and then number 3 hasn't come out yet? Demonic Giraffe says Primer is a mess. Primer is amazing. Okay. I'm very excited for Sonic 3 as well. Yeah. The James, is it? James Marsden? Is that his name? He's hilarious. Excited for Idris Elba as Knuckles. Knuckles is getting his own spin-off TV show. The promo material looked pretty fun. Daniel asked, do I think Observatory is worth it without Perkeo? What do you mean by worth it? Like in an 8 ante run? Why would you not take it? If you got $10, why would you not take it? It gives you X mult and it doesn't take up a Joker slot? Cyclops in the X-Men movies was such a tool. Okay, don't play 3 of a kind. We could play 4 of a kind. Splatter says Sadclops. He wouldn't have to be sad if he would just stop being so jealous all the time. He like literally putting that on himself. Alright, 281 on the vampire. The Fox X-Men movie Cyclops is like, hey, no one respects me. I'm like the leader or whatever. And it's like, you don't even respect yourself, man. That's on you. Oh, my temperance is only $32 reduce. No, not like this. I'm devastated. Only 32. Sad. Negative gift card. Oh yeah. I would take a negative gift card. Not that anyone wouldn't take it, but I would very much like to see that. Play only 1 hand. This actually takes away 3 hands, so I'm gonna re-roll it. Face cards face down. That's probably... No repeat hand types. Discard 2 random cards. Oops. Alright, we'll revisit this. Handy tag is $845 if we skip. $800. We're not poor. We're just fiscally disadvantaged. Anyway, did I say this already? Yeah, my favorite movie of all time is The Fifth Element with Bruce Willis when he still had hair. Bandicoot too? Bandicoot knows. Yeah, it's a classic. Have I seen 12 Monkeys? No, I haven't. I've heard it's good though. Zeno, your animation teacher in high school was part of the team, part of the special effects team for the Fifth Element movie? That's incredible. That's crazy. Yeah. It's the all-time favorite. And my favorite TV series is Stargate SG-1. I feel we've had this conversation before. I've said this before. Stargate got Christopher Judge before he became Kratos. We got the Giga Chad! Have I seen Farscape? No, but that's another popular one that's got some overlap. You know what we could do now? Hold on. Hold? What are you doing back there? What are you doing? Why are you making that face? Cut that out. What about this guy? Tech asks, does it trigger the vampire more times? It does not trigger the vampire more times, but what it does do is it triggers these gold seals. Someone insisted on us having gold seals, and now we can re-trigger those. Who was it? Was it one of you who insisted on us having gold seals? And we got Splash to go with it. Okay, this boss, give me one that's not stinky. Face cards are debuffed. Extra large, alright, we did it. It only cost me like $100 to reroll the boss. Alright, Giga Chad goes here. Death, we hold. Oh man, now I gotta rearrange my cards. Ah man. Oh, look at this. We got the blueprint, Chad. Oh yeah, what were you saying? Yeah, Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman, incredible villain character in The Fifth Element. That's a big part of what I love about it. Yeah, good old Zorg. Emmanuel Baptiste. I think one of my favorite characters of all time is Raymond Reddington from The Blacklist. I don't think the whole show really holds up to like many seasons, as many seasons as it has had, but the one character, Raymond Reddington, is hilarious. Yeah, even if you know nothing about the show, nothing about the Blacklist or whatever, if you just like look up YouTube clips of Raymond Reddington, James Spader, he's hilarious, charismatic, charming, menacing too, in a unique way. Jaime Lannister from Game of Thrones, yeah, that's a good one. Lalo in Better Call Saul, yeah. Demonic Giraffe, you got it. He's just a silly little guy. Sophie really enjoys the Missy incarnation of the Master from Doctor Who. Yeah, incredible character, hilarious character. I love a flirty bad guy, flirty villain. All right, let's copy the vampire or copy the Chad. Vampire is only times 300. We can copy the Chad, right? Nice. Oh yeah, times 300 on Dr. Acula. Someone was wondering if we could get to 1,000. I don't think I'm gonna get to 1,000, but it's definitely possible. It's theoretically possible. Alright, now we got reroll money. Alright, now we're doing it. Clever Joker, that's another plus $2 for our Temperance's Fool for Death. Nice. Let's go Arcana now. These are already gold. Bummer. Any good vouchers left? Maybe Overstock. Overstock would be good. Extra hand. Extra hand would be good. That's it. Hey, she's back. Yeah, my wife's gonna go check on her. $303 on the vampire. Bandicoot asks, how many meows do I have? Me? Little old me? Meow. Meow. That's 2. That's all you're getting from me. If you want more, you gotta pay for more. Simon asks, is the card shop simulator something that I'm interested in? I could be. I don't know if it's going to happen right away yet, but it's something that I definitely could be interested in. I have no moral objections. I guess what it comes down to is like, is it something you folks are interested in? Because if we set aside a whole day of streaming and then we play a different game, maybe people are not going to watch sometimes. Dom, game is pretty fun for you. Is it a multiplayer game? Maybe that's a thing that can happen. Tech says, seems like it's a bad idea to have a cat if you got cat allergies. Yeah, it could be. Maybe it's not an ideal situation. Wingcap, you want a vampire check? Alright, we got 309.9. I'm definitely more allergic to one cat than the other. Like the orange boy cat is the worst for whatever reason. What's this boss? Flush house sets my money to 0. Whoa, calm down there. Drizzle says those boy cats, specifically the big orange boy. Extra allergies to make up for the lack of brain cells. Just head empty. Fool for temperance, or we can do death. Audrey's old roommate has a big orange boy. Cute, but head empty. Yeah. Yeah, my Zuzu, he's a little cockeyed. If you look at him straight on, it looks like his eyes are going to opposite sides. Yeah, kind of like Perkeo. Sorry, Ben asks, do we have any scaling jokers left for us to try to do world records with? Not really, not any interesting ones. Even this one is not that much different from stuff that we've done before, is why I've been kind of putting off doing it. Yeah, once you hit ante 12 or 14 like how Drizzle said, that's it. Then every run is the same. Hello Sips, welcome back. Mike asked for any plans for the next world record. I don't have any immediate plans, no. Currently the thing that I'm working on is doing gold stake challenges. That's been really fun for me. That's kind of where my passion's at right now. Bandicoot says beat Xano's rocket record. So you want me to go ante 39 with a rocket? We did that with an egg. CC asked, do the custom challenges work with the customizable challenge mod? They are compatible, yeah. Bandicoot, the plan is not to do every challenge on every deck because that would be 300 different runs or whatever. The goal is to do interesting combinations, and so pick a deck that makes the challenge more interesting or more difficult, potentially. Hey Barcos, thank you for the Prime sub. 5 months of Prime. Welcome back. 319 on the Vampire. Alright, we are re-rolling for death cards. We are re-rolling for negative jokers. We already re-rolled the boss. Gift card not negative. Yeah, for folks tuning in who didn't get to hear earlier, every gifted sub, I will use one of the Venus cards. Whether or not that's your intention, that is what's going to happen. Ookie Spooky asks, what was the former Vampire World Record? I don't know. I just straight up don't know. Maybe it was like in the 30s or something. $265 Venus cards. Ben asks, is the spreadsheet still up to date? I would say it's mostly up to date in the sense that people just stopped submitting stuff. People stopped actually doing the runs. Wingcap, your cousin, got 1100 on the vampire. Ah. Does his dad work at Nintendo? Yeah, Levi. Some records that we did a long time ago, records that we did before the observatory stuff, some people have beaten those already. Hey, is anyone else watching the Agatha All Along show? I've been having a really good time with it. Wingcap asks, is it good? I think it is. I think it's a really fun time. It's not a very serious time, if that's what you're into. So maybe like go in with that expectation. If you just want to have like a silly, like low spooky, but it's low stakes spooky. If you're into Catherine Hahn style, I would recommend it. You heard the Ghost Bear song? Wait, what's the Ghost Bear song? Because there's the Witch's Road song, which was incredible. Oh, the original Agatha All Along song from the WandaVision show? Yeah, that's a banger for sure. Drizzle, you want Daredevil to come back? Yeah, I want more D'Onofrio, Kingpin. I just want more Spider-Man. I want more movies with Spider-Man. I don't want to wait another 5 years for Spider-Verse 3, alright? Netflix Daredevil is probably one of your own favorite shows of all time. Drizzle. Really glad they got the whole team together. Yeah, when they, when Marvel first announced that they were gonna, you know, redo the project, they were gonna continue with the Daredevil or whatever. It seemed like they didn't have any of the original people. They were gonna go forward without them, and I was really disappointed at first. But it sounds like they were able to work it out, and so now I'm pretty hyped. The whole cast was great, you know, not just Charlie Cox. I'm broke. Bummer. Let's ride. How many shiny jacks do we have? We still have a few more. We got some room for some jewels on the end. Jackson just got here, wondering what we're looking for in the shop. I'm looking for death cards so I can copy my fancy jacks. I'm looking for random negatives. We recently picked up a negative Chad, which is kind of cool. Before we got the negative Chad, we got negative Splash, which is also kind of cool. It allows me to play this 4 of a kind. So, you know, whatever comes up. We're not super picky. Never not looking for death. That's the rule. It's just like in RTS games, always build workers, except in Balatro it's always chase down death. Always looking for death. Negative Troubadour or negative Juggler would enable Ectoplasm? Yeah, and we've done that before. Can't believe we're still alive. I seek death both literally and metaphorically, and occasionally metaphysically too. Two more kings in the deck. I'm gonna hold on to one. Sorry, Levi asked, when we get close to the score limit, are we going to sell the Midas Mask and try to get more points on the vampire? Oh, so you're talking about like, we can do it the hard way. We can reroll in the shop for things like Empress and Hierophant and Magician and stuff like that. Probably not going to do that. Alright, 3 kings, a jack, and a queen. Ship it. Overstock. Username error says if we got ectoplasm, even if we got the negative troubadour, we wouldn't actually be able to use the ectoplasm because we have all additions on our jokers already. Yeah, but the kids don't know that, so let them dream, alright? We don't have to tell them. Demonic Giraffe asks, are we fast enough to Nan? I don't think so. I've never done it with the observatory, so I expect that it maybe needs a little bit more gas than we currently have. This boss is Ante 24. Okay, easy. $30 rerolls, no problem. We haven't gotten Nan Inf with just the observatory, but we have gotten there with observatory plus Baron. To do it with only the observatory would be very impressive. So our Titler asks what's wrong with 24. Whenever the ante is a multiple of 8, you get the ante-8 bosses. So it's actually good for us because that means when we reroll the boss, there's only 5 possibilities. Username error says you need something like 6 copies before ante-8. Yeah, something like that. I've never actually worked it out exactly. Oh, Titler, you were making a joke. I see. Ante 24. It's against 24. $341 on the vampire. All right, this is the one. If you needed something to listen to help you fall asleep, this is the run. If you need some background noise while you're doing art, while you're doing your crocheting, this is the one. This is the VOD. Save it for later. Drizzly, you want to switch from 1 gifted sub Venus, change it to 1 gifted sub Joker? Yeah, maybe when we get to it, when we get down to it. That's kind of spooky. Alright, 4 of a kind. Jasa, I haven't played Satisfactory, no. But I've seen some folks play it. Seems fun, looks goofy. I think it's very charming. I think it's really nice. Folks want me to see, or want to see me play other games too. Think I would be enjoyable watching me play other games and not just this game. There's so much more to do. There's so much more Balatro. That's one of those things when you're new to streaming is like variety, you have to earn that. Right? People want to see you do the thing that you do. And then when you try to branch out, it's like, oh, well, he's not doing the thing anymore. So maybe I'll come back next time or whatever. So it is really, like I said, heartwarming. Folks say they want to see me do other stuff too. Ookie Spooky asks, have we tested how many more points we score when we copy the vampire? We were doing it before we got the Chad, but we haven't tested it in a while. I Am Shoe says the doc sounds different when he has a lot of money. You're not wrong. What does that mean? What is that? Hey Quasar, thank you for the 3 months. Another month gone by. You're still here. I'm still playing the same game. Alright. Go next. 280 Venus cards is a decent amount of Venus cards. Handy tag here is almost $1,000. Yep. Man, this the Chad was such an insane hit. People were memeing before about what different kinds of negatives we could get. This is among the best. One, two, three, four, five. Alright, now that we have the Giga Chad doing the retriggers, let's do this. We can remove the animations. That is way less dramatic, I will say. But maybe it'll be time saving. So speedy now. Toodler asks, is there a plan for Balatro 2, or is Balatro itself going to stay evergreen with updates and DLCs? Yeah, I think Thunk has already commented on this about planning to have regular updates to the game, planning to keep working on the game, rather than creating a whole new game. And so, for example, we know he said already that in sometime next year, there's going to be a content update for the game, and it's going to be a free update. Kind of like Stardew Valley. Maybe he'll make red card playable. Titular. Shame. Shame. Change Space Joker to 1 and 3? Yeah, maybe. I could see that being fair. Yeah, Titular, maybe you haven't seen on the YouTube, Balatro University YouTube. We've won runs with only red card. Do you want to use death here, or do you want to hold on to it? I'll hold on to it. Drizzle, you had a successful red card experience. Hated it the whole time, but you did in fact win. Yeah, that's how it feel. I'll be honest, that's just how it be. But a win is a win, so we take those. This is a really great polychrome. Dusk. CC, you got red card in your first 2 mobile runs, or first 2 mobile wins. I'm assuming that you won both of your first runs. CC is more so a believer in the red card. Yeah, I keep trying to tell people. It'll get the job done. If you give it a chance. Red card is good if you have economy to back it up. See, this is a common misconception. People always get this wrong. Red card is always good. It's always useful. You are already opening booster packs. You are already skipping booster packs. Red card gives you free mult in addition to what you're already doing. If you're buying booster packs that you can't afford, then you're losing, and I can't help you. Stop that. More poly gold CC? Yeah. The full deck looks like this. Is it supposed to be this color on the end here? Near the tip? I mean, it looks fine down here. I don't know if it's supposed to be that color. I'm hashtag not a medical doctor. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ship it. All right, 109. Next is 87. Wingcap asks, should anti 16, 24, 32, should they be more exciting? For example, the Violet Vessel is supposed to change the score by ×6 or whatever it is. Should it be more than that on higher antes? Maybe. I mean, the game really isn't designed for us to make it this far, to be completely honest. So, yeah, like here the score is E87 or whatever, and if you multiplied it by 1,000, you made it E90. It wouldn't really feel that much different. Hello Raiders, hello Rothel. For folks just tuning in, we're working on the biggest vampire. We've got 367 X-Molt on the vampire. We've got Midas Mask, so we can turn our face cards into gold. And then the vampire can suck them off. This is what the deck looks like. A little bit of color here towards the tip. Yeah, anti 25, we got 284 Venus cards. We're using a mod that stacks them all up nicely. Check this out. There are all the Venus cards. Look at that. Oh, I didn't realize it would take that long. Anyway, we can also pack them up too. There we go. Yeah, mostly we've got a split between jacks and kings here. We got a couple of queens hanging out down here below the base. We got the negative Chad in the shop, so we can retrigger our gold seals. That was kind of fun. That was kind of one of the most fun things that happened in the last 3 hours we've been working on this. Just re-rolling for death cards and random negatives in the shop. Alright, that's going to be it. Go next. Oh, we've also got this for folks who haven't seen it yet. We got a mod that makes Blueprint. It looks like a Perkeo. I guess you can't see it right now, but it does. We can turn it into a vampire. We could turn it into a burglar. Burglar under there. Boss says base chips and mold have, that's fine. Oh yeah, we got splash, negative splash, so when we play 4 of a kind, we get to suck off all 5 of these. And we got a mod to skip the animations. It was getting a little bit tedious earlier. Felinsky wants to know what molt the vampire's at. Currently 369. Got a nice amount of molt on the vampire. I apologize if this part of the run is not super thrilling. If folks are curious and want to see how we got to this point, if you want to see like the first 10 antes or whatever, it's on the Balatro University YouTube channel. I think the first 10 antes are way more interesting. But we're going to go all the way. We're going to suck them until we can't anymore. Ah, bummer. Ship it. Yeah, this is the hangout kind of stream. All right. Give me negative sock my buskin. Everybody knows it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time. We just got to do the due diligence. Hey, look, it's a bus. That adds $2 to our temperances. Now our temperances are at, I think it's 34 bucks. $38 temperance. Whoa. Copy the burglar. Copy the Chad. Now we got the blueprint window. The bus is in a constant state of disrepair. Do I have any jacks that don't already have seals? Probably. I want to say probably. I'm not really paying attention. I've been holding on to this death card. I'm trying to figure out if I should not be holding on to it. Oh, well, I guess we'll find out. Accidental Vagabond asks what the sock and buskin would be for. It would be just for the gold seals, so we could re-trigger the gold seals. Yeah, it looks like all of my jacks have seals except for the ones that are already polychrome. So I think the blue one will make polychrome here. We got one queen. Okay. Ship it. Where's negative ticket? We got negative Chad, which is similar. We got negative Golden Joker. $28 cash out. I'm going to use Fool for Temperance. I think the death cards are not as important anymore. Sorry, did we check the boss? We did check the boss. The boss is fine. JV, yes, we have Observatory. We have 294 Venus cards. There was an Emperor. Alright, we're broke. Go next. Okay. I think this Shiny Jack, I'm going to put a seal on him. Let's go Gold Seal for money. Felinsky. Yeah, this is the stinky one. I guess in this particular run, it's not as stinky as other times. Man, it was daylight when we started this, and then now it's dark, and I haven't gotten up to like turn the light on. And the brightness of the screen is starting to hurt my eyes actually. Play this queen. It's the polychrome cards. The polychrome cards are extra shiny. Oh, so shiny. All right. Queen, ship it. All right, that's E113. Okay. Okay. And we need 98. Why is it so slow? Why is the scaling so slow? Do you want Tarot Tycoon? At one point I did. Maybe now we don't anymore because we want jokers. We want negative jokers. What are the vouchers? I guess that's the last one other than the extra hand. I guess maybe I take it and then we have a better chance of getting the extra hand. Oh, wait. Drizzle says turn the lights on. Okay, okay, okay. I'll get up. I'll drink my coffee too. Everybody stretch. Everybody hydrate. This is the same coffee from 3 hours ago. Okay. Good thing Adrizzle wasn't here this weekend. I will say beating the gold needle with the gold stakes rules took me a couple of tries. More than one try. How long was the stream? We only streamed for 3 hours, but I did continue after streaming was concluded. It took more than one day. All right, let's go next. Face down cards. That probably doesn't matter. All right, let's do it. Speedrun Golden Needle, Levi? Speedrun Golden Needle? That was hilarious. We did it in the first try. But that was on just the normal difficulty. White stake difficulty. Tech started playing Doom Eternal. Alright, cool, I guess. This is 3 of a kind, so let's not play 3 of a kind. Bandicoot, you think we can do Golden Needle with no jokers on the gold stake? Gold stake Golden Needle, but with no jokers? How would you do it? How would you do it, Bandicoot? Expel Sword wants to know. Yeah. How would it be possible? Play these and keep 1 king. Play these. Put the jack in front. Ship it. Bandicoot says probably would involve blue seals. Yeah, blue seals are kind of powerful. That could be part of the recipe. Bandicoot says also maybe plasma deck. Sorry, Robo asks, does Vampire remove polychrome? Vampire removes card enhancements, which are different from additions. So the additions are here. There's polychrome, holographic, foil, and then the enhancements are just these. So glass is separate from polychrome. Yeah, if you didn't already know, every card can have one enhancement and one addition. You can't overlap additions, you can't overlap enhancements. Some combinations I really like also, you can get a seal, and so I like red seals with gold cards, red gold cards. People usually do red seals with polychrome. Polychrome red seals with glass cards, maybe. That's a powerful scoring combination. Yeah. For folks who are familiar with trading card games, what Audrizzle said, the enhancements kind of change the card itself. So like you turn the card into stone, you turn the card into gold, and then polychrome and holographic, these are additional effects that you layer on top of that, like a card sleeve maybe. Sorry, did we address the boss already? We did. Okay. Anyway. Hey Greedy, welcome. Glad you could make it. Things are pretty chill right now, we're just chilling. Let's see here. Copy the chat. We can go gold seal here for money. Play the rest of these. Anyway, folks, Jokerless Golden Needle, I've done it already. That's going to be the next Balatro University YouTube video. It comes out in an hour, or whenever we get done streaming. Got him. Sorry about the spoiler, I guess. Hey Joyce. Sorry, hey Ben. Thanks for hanging out. 3 a.m. almost. That seems like a good time to go to bed. Cece asks, what's next? Gold Stake Golden Needle? No discards, but no jokers? Jokerless, no discards? I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if that's even technically possible. Maybe chips only. Alright. This is right before the boss, so remind me to buy the voucher before we leave. Alright, we got death. Take a look. Thanks CC for the reminder. Buy the voucher before we leave. Let's go use the Fool for Temperance. Bandicoot says don't buy the voucher. Yeah, but if we buy the voucher, we can get the extra hand voucher. And if we get the extra hand, we get to suck off more cards. Fool for an Emperor. Alright, we won't buy the Tarot Tycoon, and if it shows up again, shame. Alright. I guess I'll keep the polychrome one. Okay. Here's something that I want to investigate right now. I want to investigate how many points we can actually do with like the vampire, copying the vampire. You want a dramatic final hand? The dramatic final hand doesn't do the thing that you think it does, but I can make it dramatic. I play these. Play one king. Alright, let's do this. Let's animation skip off. Let's do this. Expand the Venus cards. This is going to take a minute. There's 300 of them. Okay, hold. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Let's put the polychrome in front for the Giga Chad. Okay, we'll put the vampire in front. Vampire, by the way, 423 on the vampire. And then get ready to ship it. 142. Let's check the voucher. Oh, it's the Planet Merchant. All right, you're off the hook. All right, folks. I think that's going to be it for tonight. I think we've got 12 more antes left to go. 12 more antes could take a while, right? And if we have a decent amount of money, that could be a decent amount of re-rolling in the shop too. So I think, you know, at least maybe 2 more hours. So we're going to pick it up tomorrow, I think. Will we make it to ante 39? I don't know if we'll make it all the way to 39, but we can make it to something like 32, maybe 35, maybe. We'll see. But we made it up to, this is 424 on the vampire. We've got, if I, about 300 Venus cards. This is what the deck looks like. We got a little bit of color on the end here.